Welcome back to Offroad Touring. In this one here, we are in the infamous Watagans National Park.
If you haven't already checked out our last one, we explored some of Lithgow and saw some amazing things. So go check that one out if you haven't already.
That was a wild adventure. But anyways, we don't know fully what's in store for this one, and we can't wait to get into it. We hope you enjoy this episode. So the time at the moment is about 6:20 at night. Plan is just get to camp, set up for the night, get a fire going, all that sort of stuff. And then wake up sort of relatively early, some full driving and exploring and maybe some waterfalls, lookouts, whatever's out here, and go from there. So yeah, we'll keep punching in and find camp. So we're just driving along this dirt road. Probably not the best place to stop, but there's this little, looks like a well. Just in it, some like coins and stuff people are throwing in. So, a bit random out on this corner. I've no idea why it's out here. It's not got anything on it, but anyway, we'll continue on. We're here now at camp. So this here is the Pines campground we're at now. So we're gonna quickly set up, get everything out, get a fire going and whatnot. So yeah, let's get into it. Like usual, we pop up the rooftop tent, followed by the awning, then our table, chairs, and other little things. We're absolutely loving this quick and easy setup. Pretty much all set up for the night. Just got to get a fire going. We'll have showers and then cook up some dinner. I think it's just leftover pastas from last night. Got a nice big fire going now, so it should burn for ages. Just about to have showers and chill out.
Good morning. So it's about 7 o'clock in the morning at the moment. I'm up and fully ready. I've made some coffee for me and Cameron, and I'm just making Cameron some bacon and eggs and toast for Brekkie now. He's still up in the rooftop tent. It's a bit cold outside, so he's struggling to get out of bed a little bit, but hopefully this will help wake him up and we'll have a good day of full driving ahead.
Finally up at Brekkie and coffee, thanks to this amazing girl cooking it up for me. Thank you. And we are gonna pretty much pack up and start making a move. Everything is all wet once again, unfortunately, but what can you do? We'll dry it out when we're at camp tonight, hopefully. So yeah, let's get all packed up and get out of here. We're now down at Abbott Falls walking track, so we just pulled up in this whole area and then there's a sign for it. We don't actually know how long this walking track is, so we're just going to walk it and see, and maps. We got no reception out here to sort of look it up. We'll start walking and have a look, I guess. This here is a bit of a steep and slippery hill in person. It doesn't help that it's all sort of rained overnight, but I think we're not too far off of the falls now. It's just all overgrown sort of pathway. Doesn't look too well used, to be honest. We did see one bloke walking up and he said it wasn't too much further, so we decided to keep going, but this is very overgrown, not a too easy walk. And this comes out to a nice sort of flowing creek area.
Definitely not keen to walk up that steep, slippery hill, but
nope. From there, this water just comes down and flows down to the waterfalls. So we're standing on a whole ledge right now, and there's sort of like a cave almost under there. The track does sort of continue up. And then over here you can see the falls and like pool and stuff. You can see it flowing down there and it looks quite beautiful in person. Looks so bloody refreshing. I don't know if you can get down, I assume you can. We're gonna have the painstaking walk back up and yeah, see how we go, I guess. And I might mention, was this worth the walk? Probably not, probably not. Unless you go down there and like swim and you're actually doing a full hike all the way through. Well, we're back up now, so I don't know how long that actually fully took us. Maybe like an hour to an hour and a half. It was okay. The track wasn't marked well at all, and it's sort of just figuring it out as you go.
Probably would have turned back if we hadn't bumped into that guy and asked him, honestly, because it's not very clear, and I feel like it's easy to get lost or go the wrong way. Yeah,
that's it. I did have 2 leeches on my feet, but otherwise that's it. Feels good that we've done it, so now we're going to move on to the next thing out here and see what else there is. We're now letting our tyres down because we'll be out full driving a while, so may as well just let them down now. Got those deflators all on, and currently we're on Wobby's Road. So not sure where this is going to go, but we'll drive down it, have a look, and then go from there. This first track of the day so far has been an easy one, however this hill is much steeper in person, so it's very much slow going downhill while riding the brakes. You can't really tell, but the ground is fairly slippery from the overnight rain as well.
You're off it.
Going down that hill, I just put it in low range and we're running about 20 psi or so. Yeah, it just keeps it nice and smooth and controlled as much as possible. And going down that hill as well, I tried not, for like sliding into any of those ruts, just trying to keep up on top of it, just because it is wet and slippery as well.
Cameron's just out there testing to see how deep and soft the bog hole is before we decide whether or not we want to go through it.
We continue heading through this track, however we have no idea where it leads, but it's not long before we hit the end of it. So this is all it is, pretty much comes down to just a turning circle. There is a nice sort of almost view you can see, but not much at all. It's a very easy track down. It's just that first sort of climb, which there is actually a road that you can take next to that, we found out. So yeah, very easy track. Anyways, we're going to head back up and continue from there. After that easy starter track for the day, we were keen to jump into something a little more challenging, and it wasn't long before we found a play area to try out. Unfortunately, we were unable to get up and were actually bottoming out, plus with no lockers in the mud, it was making the climb very, very difficult. So without wanting to do any possible damage, we opted for the bypass track right next to it. This track we've just come down, it's actually just a dead end sort of track, just a little easy sort of climb down, nothing difficult at all, but yeah, just gonna make our way back up now. So
This is where we've just come up to, and it might be hard to tell, but that's a wall. That's not even a...
That's a big climb. Massive step ups in there. We've now come on to Carlos Meadows Road, and this sort of comes out to a nice opening. It does actually continue down there a bit further, but we're just pulling up here. Just having a tuna salad sort of cheese wrap. Grace already had hers earlier. We're actually in sort of like a 4WDING play area. We're watching some 4WDINGs go up and that sort of stuff. So yeah, but been a pretty good day so far. We're just gonna have lunch and then continue out of here. And this one here is sort of the final bog hole before we're out of this sort of section. So back out on the main sort of road out this way. That's all that little track was, nothing special. So yeah, now we're just heading out, just gotta find another one and head down it. So that little track we just did, it's on like pretty much next to the main road and is a very short little climb pretty much, but yeah, it's not difficult at all, even in the wet. It's nice and easy. So the good thing about out here is there's a lot of easy and challenging tracks, like for all different levels. So, and we're kind of experiencing that as we're out here. So it's good to sort of know.
This is the track we're about to do. It's hard to tell on camera, but it's quite steep. So we might be riding the brakes a little bit, but I think we'll manage okay. Honestly, the things I have to do to get the shot. This is super steep that I have to be on my bum and slide down, otherwise I'm gonna go ass up.
After that extremely steep descent, which was just a sidetrack from the main road, we continue punching through the Watagans, looking for our next, hopefully challenging track. We're currently driving through on Sawpit Road, and it's quite slippery and muddy around here with some of these big sort of bog holes, but we're just going to navigate around them. Luckily there are sort of bypass tracks.
So we just drove past this burnt up patrol. Rest in peace, you mighty beast. Probably still got further than a Toyota though. So this next bit now, we just got to not slip in to this ginormous mess. We got to stay up here.
So sketchy because it's so slippery.
Yeah, part of the bank started to crumble like right there as well, which was a bit
gnarly. I just ran up quite a while and the track does open up a bit, but where it opens up is a massive bog area. So there's like heaps of wheel tracks. There are different lines, but they're all like massive bog hole sections. We could probably go through, but we'd have to winch out. Like we'd just sink right down, I reckon. And we are not keen on that. So we're gonna head back from here.
And now we are back out onto the main sort of road, I suppose.
Yeah, just head back into the Watagans pretty much.
Yeah.
This is sort of like more the outskirts.
Yeah.
But that track overall, I mean, it was quite fun. Had a lot of like different challenges and that sort of stuff. It was definitely a cool one.
It's currently about 4:15, so we're gonna make our way back up to camp probably and chill out.
That's it. Unfortunately, that is the end of this part 1 of our Watagans trip. However, this doesn't end here, as we still have a lot more fun tracks to wheel. We head out to some beautiful lookouts and end up in some bog holes.